So today I decided to share one of the gold mines I recently discovered. And I don't mean gold in terms of money, I mean gold in terms of visual effects and sound. Earlier I wanted to start filming this video, but then I was a little bit hungry. I decided I cannot film this video on an empty stomach. And here's a montage that I made of me making my food.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I find somebody else to love every day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Nice. No, I was about to make like a second video to the previous video that I made, and that was talking about editing and the tips and the tools that you were supposed to be using. But then I figured it's going to be a little bit cumbersome, and I am not an expert in most of the softwares that you have to use, especially when you're mentioning softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro and how you use Canva to create your thumbnails and such like. So I just figured, why don't I just pick one topic and just talk about it, because it's one thing that is left out, like in most YouTubers, like they don't try this out. Like it has to do with sound and effects, and this is like the uncharted territory when it comes to editing. Everything becomes better when you use sound and effects to it. Just from to, and just like that, you would make a perfect video. Now, as I was saying, moving on. Now, when it comes to visual effects and sound, I'll basically start on sound. Like sound, this is something that I wish I knew when I had started out, because then I would have become an expert in it, or at least I would have perfected my skill to a certain level where I would actually be able to share them with someone. And I'm going to try to explain this as fast as I can so that I don't end up making a 3 hours video like my previous videos, because this has to be quick and it has to be sharp. So when you're trying out sounds, you can go to this website. I'll put it up on the screen. You can go to this website, just create an account, and then you can download any single sound that you search for. It could be a pop-up, it could be a swoosh, it could be anything that you would want. This website has every single sound and it's for free. You don't have to pay anything. All you just have to do is create an account to download. Minus an account, you're unable to download, but once you have an account, you're able to download up to unlimited sounds as you wish, and you can use them in a video. It just makes it perfect, from a single bell ring to almost anything. And then everything just has to do with your video editing imperfections. Like, no matter how many tools you have, if you don't know how to use them, it kind of complicates things. Or and then when it, aside from sounds, I usually add a lot of pictures in my videos. Like, I love using pictures in my videos. A quick tip that you need to use, especially when you're using pictures, like you want to use a logo or just a name, is search for transparent background images. Transparent background images, it simply means you can get this K and you can get this 4, and you can literally just like move them across the screen, and they won't have this shadow of an entire rectangular or square type of frame around them, because the only image that is outlined is the K and the 4 itself, you see. So like the entire background is transparent, and then you get to have this type of effect. Now I think other than that, that's it. That was it. Just use sound, transparent background images, and work on your edits, period. Now at the end of every single video, I introduce this thing that is useless but important items, and today's useless but important items is going to be more of a masculine than feminine, and it might not make sense to a lot of people, but I hope you do catch on. So I have like a lot of useless but important items today, because the previous video I only showed like one item, but today they're like, I don't have time to start showing them in every single video because they're like bulky and they're a lot, but they all serve the same function. So I just decided, why don't I just throw them in this video, since this video is going to be like a pretty short one. So from the least favorite to the most favorite item today is going to be this adapter. So I have like 2 of these adapters. These are microphone adapters. So basically they're just 1 pin turns into 2 pins. So in case you only have 1 slot for a microphone, you can like have this adapter. They come in different versions, but they practically serve the same function. So these are just microphone adapters. And then the second item that I have today is a 3.5mm to microphone adapter. So basically when you're using like these YouTube microphones, and then you just want to plug it into an amplifier, you can have this adapter. Other item that I have is like vice versa of this. It's like vice versa of this. So it's a headphone jack to a microphone pin. So in case you want to use one of these big microphones to do your recordings, and these microphones come with a power, like most of the microphones, like upgraded microphones, have a power adapter in themselves, then you just want to use your PC to record, then this is from a 3mm to a microphone jack. So basically you can just connect these items and you'd have a 3mm to a 3mm. So I have like these trinkets laying around anywhere. It's like I love being prepared for these type of things. But my favorite on the list are these 2. From the looks of it, they look like they're just similar, but then they all serve a different purpose. Like the one that I use the most would be this one. This is my favorite. This would be a microphone. Sorry, this would be a headset jack to a headset jack. So basically if you're like on a long trip and you want to watch a movie with someone, but then you don't like sharing only one strand of a headset, so it's like each and every individual has their own headsets, they can use this as an adapter. So this is headset to headset jack, and you just connect to your phone. So it's just like an adapter, and I usually use this the most. Like this is my favorite. Then for people who like gaming, there's a similar version of this, would be this. This is a headphone to microphone. So if you only have like 1 slot on your, especially on your PC, like for PC gaming, you want to connect it to your laptop, so you'd have these that come with a headphone and a microphone. So basically just connect your headphone into your headphone jack and your microphone into your microphone jack, and you're settled. It's as easy as that. Anything other than that, I think I might just be wasting time. So this would be all the important but useless items that I have for you today. I think I'm done with this video. Anything other than this, then I'm just wasting time. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the something below, and hit the notification bell. Peace.